Hey Crown Content Publications, followers, viewers, and supporters. Thank you for clicking on my video again today, checking out what it is I have to say when it comes to the topic of the dangers of cheating or adultery or pretty much just manipulation of any sort. To learn more about my services to assist authors and freelancers in 2022, please visit my website when you get a chance, www.CrownPublishingContent.com, which I also usually leave the link to in the comments or description section, okay? This is where we have been helping homeschool parents, small businesses, and entrepreneurs with their content, advertisement, promotion, and self-published authors as well who are looking to make more money, get those website traffic increases up, get those book sales up. This is just what we enjoy to do on the Crown Publishing Content team. Why would somebody like Crown Publishing Content be interested in talking about a segment or a topic like the dangers of cheating? You're about to find out in 1 second, okay? But if you go through my list of videos this year, Crown Publishing Content is brand spanking new to platforms like TikTok and YouTube, though we were founded in 2019. We just want to make our presence a little more open to society at this time, inviting all walks of life, all walks of entrepreneurs, all walks of small business, all walks of homeschooling communities to also network with us and our mission to service entrepreneurs and freelancers, okay? But see, we do these inspirational segments because I've already said it on many other video discussion topics. Business is very well, especially when you're a business owner or entrepreneur in the new age, it's very well as much a responsibility of self-care, of self-awareness, of self-protection, because now you're not working for that big company who already has security on the payroll to watch and make sure that you're safe at work. This is your own business, okay? This is your own work as an author that you have to protect copyright and brand when it comes to logo and your author name. These are going to be your new responsibilities. Everybody loves the perks of entrepreneurship when it comes to creating your own schedule, hiring who you'd like to, working the way that you would like to work your services. But we preach safety and protection so much because we happen to be a small business in the new era, in the new millennium, that, like, guys, there's advantages to being a millennial right now, but there's also cons. The baby bloomers, the 70s and 80s and 60 parents did not, or business owners or entrepreneurs, did not have the type of worries that we have today. Whether it be inflation, pandemic, scammers and hackers. Technology was not on the level that it was today. What does that have to do with adultery and cheating or manipulation tactics in the new era when it comes to the lives of people with great skills and talents? Well, first I want to advocate that, guys, like I've said on other segments, the children are our future, but this segment, of course, is not about children. Children can't commit adultery and cheat. What they do is tell on some of y'all in secret, and that's exactly how you've gotten caught. That's another topic for another day. Because for you to sit around and get mad at a child who disclosed the truth to their mother or father about the way you were living while they were in your custody is completely absurd in my opinion. We also do these inspirational, motivational segments because, like I say, it's oftentimes people with the big businesses or with their own practices or that are living as entrepreneurs who find themselves in a world of trouble, in a world of attacks. We're literally seeing these guys on the news. You see a young mother killed over something because somebody got too far in their emotions about something. Y'all don't observe news stories like I do. One of my first things I'll do is I'll go research, who was this lady? What was she doing as far as work? How was she providing for her children, whether she was a single mom or not? You see, guys, Mothers have to provide for those children, whether she's a single mom or not. You see, ladies, fathers have to provide for their children, whether they are single fathers or not. See, if he's in that household, you're still going to expect him to provide. If she's in that household, you're still going to expect that woman to provide. Now, you do have the old school traditionalist type men who will say, look, baby, you don't have to work. I'll take care of everything, from the protection to the security to the providing part of my role as a man. You don't have to work. And to some of you ladies out there who do have that special advantage in your life, please take it serious. Because if you think a man is about to go out here and go to work and overlook you overspending or you cheating, you're wrong. Am I advocating the route that men go when they find out this type of information about a person that was supposed to be committed to them? I'll never advocate cheating. Actually, this segment today is to hopefully give you guys a new perception about why it's actually dangerous. You see, there are many women and men in their graves right now as we speak because somebody didn't understand the dangers of their pleasures. Go through my videos. I did a segment titled The Measure of Pleasure, because me personally as an author and podcast host, I believe that if each and every one of us would begin to measure the pleasure in our lives, why things give us pleasure, why they've even become pleasures to us. Is it a habit we saw mama, uncle, and granddaddy do? Is that why we enjoy gambling? Is it something that we saw 3 generations of men do? Is this why we consider ourselves players, pimps, and cheaters? Because it's time to measure the pleasure in your life. Now, this is not Measure of Pleasure Part 2, but please go check out my segment on that, because there are many things I explain in that segment when it comes to the importance and significance of measuring what you consider pleasure in your life as an independent contractor, as a small business owner, as a successful person in general. It's going to be important that you even begin to evaluate not just your spending habits. That's another part of this, guys. Like, clearly, the things that give you pleasure are going to show through your receipts every month. What are you even investing in? What do you got to have? You just got to have that gives you pleasure. And I talk about on that segment how pleasure and happiness are 2 different things. See, pleasure is usually temporary. It's something that fills a void. It's something that makes you feel good in that moment. But happy is something more long term. Like, look, this woman makes me happy. This man makes me happy. My children make me happy. These are more long term happiness givers. This role of work that I contribute to my career year after year makes me happy. That's going to look much different than those things that give you pleasure in life. One second, guys. So anyways, I just had to start the segment on, look, I didn't just come to this channel today to talk about the dangers of cheating and adultery in a year like 2022 for no reason. I've already recorded other segments when it comes to self-care and how we are living simultaneously, what do y'all call it, casually. All of that matters because your livelihood, your family, your work is tied into the type of things that you choose to indulge in, whether it's in your wife or husband's face or not, whether it's in your partner's face or not. See, a lot of people feel like, hey, I can indulge in this pleasure as long as it gives me pleasure. But if we would begin to assess the pleasures that we choose and how they affect those that are around us, we will begin to reevaluate and reassess our lives. What I have a problem with also that I would like to speak on while I have a voice in this world is that when y'all see somebody trying to refit puzzle pieces in their life because maybe they did assess something like, look, this pleasure I've been indulging in 12 years is not healthy for my family. It's not healthy for the ones I love. It's not healthy for my business. It's not healthy for my educational journey and path. When you see somebody trying to change, why pressure them? why judge them? You see somebody in their process or their path of growth, which if you go through the videos, I also have a topic called The Power of Growth. We also have a topic called The Road to Success. You know why I did video segments like that? Because nobody grew overnight. And when it comes to the natural course of life, not one seed in this world grows overnight. Not one! So yes, when you begin to assess and really take your life more serious and how your pleasures and habits are not just affecting you but the people around you, you'll most definitely, because some people do this before choosing suicide, before choosing, throwing their life away over a temporary pleasure or habit, they do go seek counseling. They do go seek a therapist. They do go seek help, even if it's at a church. But why would you sit there? Why would you sit there and judge a person? Like, I'm talking to society as a whole, like the type of trends that are unhealthy, and we're about to talk about cheating because I done talked about everything, y'all, before I've even gotten to that topic, because the title of this video is The Dangers of Cheating and Adultery. And me, when I speak on a topic like this as a previously married woman, as a person who comes from a big family, as a mother myself, there is so much more that comes with cheating. There is so much more that comes with adultery. And when I say the word cheating, what do I mean? Do y'all know there's more than one way to cheat in life? You can cheat in college. It's called plagiarism. Copying somebody's work. That's cheating. Okay, you can cheat in a baseball game. You can cheat in a basketball game. NBA referees know this. But it's something that's absolutely not allowed. And if the NBA and the NFL can assess a game and say cheating is not fair, why can't you look at your life and accept the same fact? Why wouldn't cheating be fair in colleges, on basketball teams, at work, but you think in your personal family life it's okay? Why would that be okay? There was a saying that's been passed down for generations, well, what he or she doesn't know won't hurt them. But see, I am a millennial and I have been observing the patterns and the causes. If you go through my videos, I also have videos titled Pattern Causes, Crab in a Bucket Mentality, things like this, because to me, mental health check segments are just as important. You guys are entrepreneurs. You guys are career specialists. You guys out there are small business owners. So yes, the life you live outside of work does matter when it comes to how long that business is going to survive. Why did you go in business in the first place? For money? Because if you're out here living like you want death to knock on your door, you want confusion to knock on your door, you want patterns of confusion to knock at your, like, who are you really? Okay. So I covered this already. There are many forms of cheating. So when I say the dangers of cheating, in most cases, cheating is 100% illegal. Ask colleges. Ask some state divorce attorneys. Yeah. You can literally be sued, or worse, if your spouse was to find evidence that you have been cheating on them while they were legally committed to you. See, when I bring up a topic, I like to speak facts because this is the way that society is set up. On my segment titled Uprooting Negativity, if you would like to check out that video, I talk about how a lot of us still have to go through the process of alleviating old habits, pulling up old habits, pulling up those roots from our lives when we become new people like entrepreneurs and business owners. Because if you don't, one bad seed can affect your whole garden, okay? Y'all are like, why doesn't she just get to the point about what she's trying to say? In a nutshell, what I said is the title that you've seen on this segment, Dangers of Cheating and Adultery and Manipulation. everybody thinks it's cool and that it's funny to kind of brainwash somebody, to kind of lie to a person just to keep them happy. You think you're doing them a favor. Well, what my wife doesn't know doesn't hurt her. What my husband doesn't know doesn't hurt him. What my child doesn't know doesn't hurt him or her. What my employee or employer doesn't know doesn't hurt them. You see how that's truth in a way? But the fact is, over the course of history, once a person finds out the truth, they usually get angry, especially if it's something you were trying to hide and they felt like they had a right to know because they were your employee, or they were your employer, or they were your spouse, or they were your child. Okay? Nobody likes the feeling of being manipulated. And I feel like whether you're a man or a woman, it's not fair to be manipulated. Why am I talking about this? You might be at a job right now, guys, where a woman who works right next to you on shift in her cubicle or on that line at a warehouse, whatever it is you do, she's dealing with domestic violence, but she doesn't talk about it. You know why? Because she's at work. Or you work with a man who does his best to keep the best work character possible on the job, but he really doesn't want to expose to other men that he's having problems at home with the mother of his child or with his wife, because who wants to talk about that at work? Now, you are a fortunate person if you have the type of employees or employer that will hear you out about what you might be going through. As we already did a segment titled Work Culture Toxic Behaviors. Some of you guys are coming to work with toxic things all in your mind, all in your heart, so you're not able to give your best on that job. Some of you are actually on a toxic job, so you're bringing that toxic stuff back home, which is not fair to your wife or husband. Therefore, you need to go ahead and quit a job that is taken from you, that is robbing you from being the best you can be for your kids, for your spouse, for your church community, whatever it is, for your job, for your social organization club, the golf club that you joined 2 years ago. You can't be your best self on that team or that organization and somebody's manipulating you in secret. That's my point. So let's get back on the topic of the dangers of adultery and cheating somebody. So when you hear those two words, or if I put it like that, yes, you're going to assume I'm automatically talking about man-on-woman relationships, and that's cool because cheating shouldn't be, to me it should be absolutely forbidden. I'm going to tell y'all how dangerous this is, whether you're ready to discuss these type of topics on YouTube or not. STDs are still a thing. I know y'all been hearing about COVID so much that you forgot that STDs exist. COVID is not, to my understanding so far, it's not a sexually transmitted disease. But see, sexual transmitted diseases are still real, even if I choose to use my last days to preach and advocate to you guys that it's not necessarily fair for you to go pleasure yourself in 12 to 10 different places. Not just men, women pay attention too. Y'all out here doing this, and to me, everybody tries to get on Facebook and make this lifestyle look so glamorous, but I'm not fooled. And that's why I've always been the type of person on social media, like, bro, y'all are not, I didn't share a man on my social media, for example, like a man I was actually dating or with until I was actually married. I have whole kids in this world, and I never showed their baby daddy, my baby daddy or their fathers on my active social media pages ever. So yes, people could observe and see, like, clearly she didn't have them kids by herself. But, it was probably respected over time. Like, man, we don't really just see baby daddy drama on her page. I'm using myself as an example, guys. Because, see, y'all so quick to bash somebody or put your business out there, whatever word you want to put it in. But, once again, what is this segment titled? The Dangers of Adultery, Manipulation, and Cheating. That's crazy, man. Your wife out here with a job. Your husband out here with a whole job. He got people that look up to him at a whole job. Or you're a business leader, you're an entrepreneur, you're a small business owner. You may even own a nonprofit organization. But to me, Y'all hear me preach this on many segments. Like, dude, I am not finna work with everybody. I don't care how much experience or what. Your character matters to me at Crown Publishing Content. Yeah, I'm not gonna contract you on a contract, and you're a whole manipulator out here. You beat on your wife at home. You cheat on your husband at home. I don't need you working with any projects with the Crown Publishing Content family. Why? We're not perfect, but we do believe in authenticity. We believe in taking care of yourself outside of work. We believe in putting all your ducks in a row the best way you can before you call yourself helping others with a service or providing a business with a service. Like, who are you outside of work? I feel like if more employers ask this question, boy. See, they got people on the job with skills and that'll work overtime, but they don't know who these people are mentally. They don't know who these people are socially. They don't know who these people are emotionally. They don't know pretty much if they tell this person the wrong thing in the wrong tone in the wrong manner, this person's true colors are going to show. See, I'm just a different type of business founder though. I want to assess a person before I even hire you. So it's going to be a little more questions in an interview than just how long have you been a writer, how long have you had experience as a homeschool tutor. I get that you have the skills and experience, but who are you outside of work? So anyways, y'all, let me stay on topic because I don't need my emotions and opinions straying me away from what I'm trying to say on this topic today to help somebody. I said this. Many people are in their graves already, guys, because some wives, they just can't handle the fact that their husband has fell in love with another woman and he hid it from her, and she finds out. She feels the truth in her gut. She sees the red flags that he's no longer interested, but when she actually finds the proof, when she actually catches him in the act, and this goes both ways, when the husband actually finds her in the act, when he actually finds out the truth, there's no limit to what people out here will do. Let me encourage y'all to get to know the people you're dating. Especially if you see that you got a lot of potential skills and talents to offer the world. You don't really have time to be wasting your energy on somebody who gets a kick out of, you know what I mean, having a relationship with multiple women. Now, a lot of men and women won't admit this, but there are a lot of therapists that have already pretty much admitted that somebody who can't just kind of commit to things, like even if that's a person, just one person, there's definitely something psychologically going on. Okay? And even if there is, that person needs to take accountability as an adult and say, look, I have no intentions of committing to this relationship. Just like with a job, you're going to tell them firsthand in the interview, hey, I have no intentions of committing for a year. I just need this job for 6 months. Why is that any different with a personal relationship that you're actually indulging in? Come on, guys, now. We got to think about this. Y'all out here manipulating, cheating, playing with people's emotions, and then, like, in some instances, you have whole wives that know their husbands are cheating and they choose to stay in that situation, okay, in that situationship. Because this is not about whether a person loves to cheat or whether they should be able to. Number one, I did mention legally in some states it's totally against the law. And it puts her in a position to be able to take certain precautions in her hands once she finds out it's going on. Number two, you're playing with that other person's emotions to the level where once you decide you're going back to the woman you truly love or the man you truly love, how do you know what that other person's reaction is going to be? This is dangerous. Yeah, while you were over there having your fun, that person was catching feelings for real, but you really have feelings for another person. So the question remains, why did you step out of that relationship in the first place? Right? It's a psychological mishap. You had not assessed the level of pleasure that you find appropriate in your life. You're not weighing how your sedentary lifestyle is affecting the ones you love or the ones that love you. And therefore, yes, guys, when I tell y'all in the new millennium, it's nothing new under the sun. I hope y'all know that. Yeah, I was up last night watching documentaries on men in the 40s, 50s that literally killed their whole families, okay? 1800s. This has been going on. Somebody might have a psychological mishap and they kill their whole families and then they kill themselves. It's very sad, but I mean, this is the truth. What my point is, in the new millennium though, guys, these rates are outrageous of deaths that are happening because somebody cannot control their emotions. If that man has showed you a red flag and he's not willing to commit and you're looking for commitment, let it go. If that woman has shown you a red flag and you were looking for commitment, but she's showing you that that's not really what she wants, go ahead and let it go. To me, doesn't this not alleviate danger? Because see, a lot of y'all that's doing each other like this, real life got kids in this world. And what you're doing when a life is taken because that woman couldn't handle that man being with a new woman, or that man couldn't handle a woman being with a new man, what you're doing is, guys, you're leaving generations of kids here parentless, guardianless, because you had to prove a point so bad. That is so sad too. I'm just here to motivate you guys. Please assess the relationships, what you're looking for out of these relationships, what you consider commitment in your life, what you consider pleasure in your life, especially after you get a certain age, because what in the world? Ladies, I'm talking to y'all real quick because a lot of this is our fault. Some of y'all are out here, even though a man shows you that he still wants to live like he's 17, you're letting him live like that in your life. Therefore, he expects every woman after you, or he thinks he's going to always find a woman to put up with that. Like, guys, women, we got to take a stand. The longer you put up with that, you're literally changing a generation of men. You're literally changing the mentalities. I know they need to take accountability and responsibility for their actions, but I'm talking about us as women taking responsibility for our actions and what we are, willing to accept in relationships. Because like I say, even if you, after 6 months, you decide, no, I'm not going to deal with this, I'm not going to settle for this, he's going to go find another woman that will. And it's sad. We have to sit back and say, my God, poor woman, I know exactly what she's about to go through. Even though it's not our place to speak on it and try to warn that woman. Or that man might say, my God, I'm looking at that new man, I know exactly what he's about to go through. It's not that man's responsibility to try to preach to the other man. But it's crazy, y'all. I just thought I would get on here and remind somebody, even if it's one soul today. There is danger in cheating, manipulating, and adultery type situations. Even if you're the most, you got your tie on at work, people respect you on Facebook. When you're out, people know your skills. Okay, there are some of us who observe who you are outside of work, who you are behind your family's back, who you are in secret. And to me, that is a person's true character. That is a person's level of true in character. Who are you when you're all by yourself and there's nothing but space and opportunity? Who are you, a jealous person? Who are you, a person full of envy and spite, and you're willing to act off of it? Who are you? That's my level of trying to get to know a person. On a business level, on a personal level, because how do I really know you if I don't know who you are when you're all alone? I found out the hard way about some people, man. They were this and that in my face and to society's face, but all alone, boy, they somebody else you wouldn't want to see in your worst nightmares, boy. So I'm encouraging you guys that think you know people or think you got to know a person. Because see, look, once a life is taken, once battery and assaults happen, some assaults are so serious, y'all, you don't walk no more. You don't talk no more. You don't have the average daily functions you were blessed and born with. once a jealous or envious person gets a hold of you, okay? Somebody that hadn't made their mind and emotions made up about what it was they wanted in their life, once they take actions into their hands, you may not even have the same physical capabilities anymore. And there's lots of witnesses out here that are happy to tell you, okay? Be careful out there. Ask yourself, is cheating worth it? Or can I handle this in a mature way? Get a divorce, stop this relationship, tell this person the truth, like, look, this is not working. And some of y'all know what's crazy? Some people have tried that and somebody still get mad. That's why I'm not so quick to, oh girl, let's be friends. I don't want to just be friends. Yeah, because your definition of friendship may not be the same as mine. Oh girl, let's just connect. Just tell me your business. I just want to know where you live. Maybe I don't want that. Because see, once you open the door to certain things, however you start a thing, y'all heard that before. If a man start off giving a woman money and paying this, that's what she gonna expect him to keep doing. That's how he got her. If a man starts a relationship like this is what she's gonna keep expecting him to do. Okay? Even if in friendships, ladies, some of these ladies y'all are connecting with, they quick to call themselves your sis, your best friend, this and that, man. Y'all better get to know people. And it's so funny, like, as I literally record this segment, I am growing in my life to where, hey, I feed you with a long spoon. A lot of the people, because I can't go back and change their affiliation with me or how they met me or how they know me. But it's like, I've definitely done my part. Is like, hey, I'm finna show you, make it clear, set this boundary. You know, once I assess something about you that looks red flaggish, and anybody can do this with me too. But one thing about it, I've never had a problem with living alone, living independently, thinking for myself, doing things alone. So I more respect a person that says, hey, I'd rather cheat or I'd rather be with multiple men. Or, hey, I'm the type of backbiter that will be your friend. And like, people don't tell you this though. It's things you're going to have to assess as red flags for yourself. The interesting part is that when I first started to do it, even here lately, boy, people get mad. It's like, oh my God, is this confirming what I've already assessed? Yeah, they get mad. Like, why can't I come over? Why can't I have access to you the way I want it? Be careful who you're giving access to. Why not? Because I'd rather nip things at the bud. Like, if I already see you don't like me, why would I let you get closer to me? Like, that's crazy to me. If I already see you low-key have red flaggish type of characteristics, why would I let that relationship get so deep in bonding that if I do choose to move on with other endeavors in my life, you can't handle it, so you're looking to come after me on violent levels? That's crazy, y'all, but this is the type of stuff has been going on in society level. Lately, I just want y'all to be careful out there. So anyways, guys, this was not just for women. A man can listen to this segment and learn something. Like, stop being so quick to, because these women do catch emotions. It ain't happened to you yet, but these stories are real where women, you do this, you know, women will real life take things into their own hands. Men will too. Because people have not dealt with their emotions. They have not processed their emotions correctly. They don't even know what they want. This segment topic is titled, The Dangers of Adultery and Cheating. Some people, when they commit to you, they take that very serious. They're committing their body, their privacy, maybe their social media accounts, everything about them. They're committing that to you. It just shows the type of character the other person has when they take something like that for granted, or they misuse or mishandle something like that. Y'all wake up. Thank you for tuning in to another segment with the Crown Content Publications YouTube channel where publishing and marketing meet. I might do a part 2 for these because I could talk about this all day long. because I personally know people that have lost their lives or ended up in detrimental situations. It was even almost me before, because people don't know how to control their emotions. People don't know how to commit either. It's going to be very important that you get to know a person. All that he for me, she's for me, we soulmates. Make sure. Okay? Let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to give this video a like. It was just something that came to me because I do my inspirational segments. You're like, how is that inspiring us, letting us know that people are crazy? It's just a reminder. Adultery, cheating, manipulation is all very real. Please be steer and try to watch out for these type in the world. Because no matter how successful you become, no matter where you go in life, you're not going to go far if you were not able to weed out these type of individuals out of your life. Thank you guys for tuning in, and until next time.